Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the first episode of Weekends with Swag. Oh my goodness. It feels good to be back, like I said. How's everyone doing? Welcome. I do have some stuff to unpack. I do want to show you guys some of the things that I got from the Chicago Fan Expo. I just stopped by a store and buy donuts. So I am going to be drinking water and snacking. What's up, homie? It's good to see you. I got your email, man. Don't worry. I basically just have to look at the receipt for the tracking number. But if so, what's up, Lee? What's going on? So I do have here some stuff to unbox. I don't know if you guys can see it. What's up, everybody? Prime Productions, what's going on? Welcome, everybody, for joining in. Ay, ay, ay. Maybe we can get away from the sunlight. But yeah, guys, what's going on? I did just stop by Target, and local Targets everywhere have a lot of stuff in stock, man. They are loaded. I went by my local Target, and I was able to find all of these bad boys right here. So we're going to take a look at what I picked up, unbox some of this stuff. Someone's already spoiled. Prince already knows, man. What's up, everybody? What's up, Mr. Buddy? K Toys, what's up? KT Toys, Smooth Studios. It's good to see you, dude. What's up, Tris? Good to see you. But yeah, let's talk about the channel, and let's start taking a look at some of these figures. So the first figure that I got from Target is the Decepticon Soldier. So I mean, I know I saw a bunch of reviews. I don't know if anyone in the chat already has this figure or not. I saw a bunch of reviews on this guy. Apparently, it is not that good of a figure, but I mean, it's an army builder, right? It's a Decepticon soldier. We always need a bunch of cons for the Autobots to just wreck during battles, right? So, I mean, he's a perfect crash dummy, right? A perfect Decepticon to just murder out in a battle scene. So look at the back of the box, part of the Gamer series. There's the side of the box. Welcome in, welcome in. So yeah, he's gonna be all right. What's up, Super Mario Zilla? Good to see you, Daniel. Daniel, some of you guys have some good eyes. You guys are already spoiling some of the stuff. I'm doing good. I'm super happy that it's been like 2-3 months now that the channel's back up and I'm doing stop motions again. So that, hey, yeah, thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts. It's been good to be doing stop motion. You know, I was super busy with like work, and I just bought my first house. So that took up a lot of time, but hey, I'm glad that I'm making stop motions again. I'm super proud of myself, I guess. And like, I'm super happy to have all the support that I have, because I feel like I've pumped out a lot of videos in the last 2-3 months. So that's been really good to see fans just coming back and supporters who are like, oh, I'm so glad you're making videos again. Swagwave's back. What's up, Stealth? And part of bringing the channel back is just having this community of people just to hang out and chill with, you know? I remember, like, before I went on my hiatus, I used to do the lives at least a couple times, like maybe like once every couple weeks or once a month. But I want to commit to doing just weekend hangouts every weekend, if possible, you know? So thank you guys for joining in. This is that first part. I guess this is episode 1 of the first weekend hangout with Swag. But for the second figure, I don't know if you guys saw this already or not, but I am collecting the Studio Series 86 figures. Now, hold up, hold up. I am not an inbox collector. I've never kept my figures in box. I've always opened all my Marvel Legends, all my figure arts, all my Transformers. They always come out of the box. I know there are collectors that collect and prefer to keep stuff in the box. There are collectors who don't do that and they just open their figures, like kind of like how I do. And then we have collectors that do a little bit of both. The Studio Series 86 line, for some reason, I want to collect and keep it mint in box. I'm trying to get every single Studio Series 86 figure, which is why I got Scrap Heap over here. And I want to have the collection mint in box and just have it on a shelf where I can have all the 86 lines numbered. So that's like the main reason I got this Scrap Heap figure. Normally, there's a character that I don't really care about, but since I'm trying to complete the 86 line in box, I had to pick it up. So this guy is number 24. I mean, the lighting in here is bad, but this guy's number 24 out of, I don't know how many there are right now. There's like 30 plus. I mean, again, I've never been an inbox collector, Prince. I've always opened all my stuff. I mean, all my stuff's all open and all over my studio, you know. But for some reason, I just got this feeling when I saw these boxes and I saw that this like legacy line of figures that are like so important to Transformers are coming out of these boxes that are numbered. I just, for some reason, got the urge to collect this line and keep it in box. So that's the main reason I got this dude. And I mean, after we go over the haul, I can show you guys the Studio Series 86 figures that I already do have in box. Yeah, put this guy aside. Let's see. What's up, Cameron? Harry, what's going on, man? Been working on voice effect improvisations on Audacity. All right, and CapCut. So you've been working on some editing stuff for voice effects. That's cool. Stealth. Yeah, so glad you're bringing this back, even if it can only be occasional. I know. I want to commit to at least once a weekend. So whenever possible, I just have to come up with a schedule and structure and routine of like, okay, every Saturday morning, I'm just going to take an hour or two in the morning to sit in my studio and just hang out and chat. So it takes discipline, and I think I've mastered it the last couple of years. The boys, all hail Lord Swagwave. Yo, thank you, man. Daniel, Swag, do you know Studio Series 86 are doing battle damage versions? I have seen those, and I don't know how I feel about those. It's clearly just a cash grab, right? Like they're just pumping out the same figure, and they're maybe giving it a new chest plate with battle damage and like a screaming face, which is cool. But I really hope they're not part of the actually numbered. I hope it's not numbered, because if I want to complete the set and it's in those battle damage versions are numbered as part of the continuity, then I would have to get them if I want to complete the set, which I want to complete the set, but I'm not interested in those battle damage ones. I did see the battle damage Brawn at Target. It was a 2-pack, right? Brawn and someone else. Remind me who it is. But next figure from the Target haul, someone shouted it. I called it out already, I think. There it is. Oh, yeah. Bumblebee Studio Series Shockwave. This Shockwave design is, I think, like one of my favorites for sure. I don't know in terms of numbering. I still really, really love the Dark of the Moon Shockwave design. That always has a special place in my heart. I love that Studio Series leader class Dark of the Moon Shockwave. I once owned it and then I sold it. I regret selling it. But this design, like the G1 mixed with The modern Bayformers look, it just works. I love it. It's a shame that I never got into collecting the Bumblebee figures. This might be like one of the first ones, but I love the way this Shockwave looks. He might replace the Siege Shockwave for me in terms of like my main Shockwave that I display. And I mean, his tank mode very reminiscent of like the Transformers Prime Shockwave tank mode. Let's see. I got a lot of questions, so sorry if I'm not able to get to everything. But in terms of stop motion, I did just drop a small little recreation. You know, I was just having fun. I recreated a scene from the Transformers 1 trailer. But the next stop motion that's going to drop this month in September is going to be a short Transformers 1 video. It's an original story based on Sentinel Prime. So I'm excited to do that. Again, it's going to be a short. It's going to be sweet. Going to have some good action. And I'm going to do the same style of effects like I did in the X-Men video, where it's all hand-drawn, painted effects. So I'm excited to do that. But stop motion updates. I have my boy Crazy Hyperboy. He's finishing up the VFX on the Godzilla episode. The next one, that one's already kind of done. Spectro Studios is working on the Combiner Wars 10th anniversary special, and he's working on Legacy episode 37, like the VFX. So I do have 3 stop motions locked and loaded in the chamber, ready to go. So like since literally both my VFX guys are like busy working on projects that are already in the pipeline, I'm gonna start doing some of my own VFX, and I think I'm gonna try to master and get better at doing those hand-drawn anime paint effects. That way, you know, I can put out more content. I can make more videos, and they could be shorter videos, right? Or they could be longer ones, like the X-Men one. That one's like a 10-minute video. It was pretty long. That Stealth knows the Havoc energy beams in that X-Men X Factor video were a pain in the butt to draw. But what else we got here? Oh, the boys. It's Ratchet. Yeah, it was Ratchet and Brawn. That's part of that Battle Damage 86 2-pack. Stealth, Dark of the Moon, Shockwave is getting a reissue apparently. Oh, thank goodness. Like the prices on him are like stupid. They're like, it's like over $100 if you want one like in box. I mean, I'm sure the loose one might even be over $100. Let me get a couple more questions in, and then we're going to continue with the figures. Prince. Funny enough, I actually rewatched the Transformers vs. Avengers series. Oh my god, for nostalgia. On the channel. What, like 15 years ago? Right? Oh my god. That was such a long time. Filmed in like my family's kitchen and my old bedroom. I love, again, for all the OGs of the channel, y'all know that I started this channel on Marvel videos and Transformer videos. It was just that, Marvel and Transformers. You know, when I came up with the idea of AVD, it was kind of like drawing inspiration from like the gimmick that Alien versus Predator pulled, right? Oh, you're bringing these two franchises together and they're fighting, right? Marvel and DC did a similar thing with the comic books. They had that special comic series where the DC heroes fought the Marvel heroes. So I was like, why not come up with an original series where the things I like the most, Transformers and Marvel, come together, right? So that was the idea behind AVD, and it spawned AVD 2. And at one point, I had plans in motion to make AVD 3, Avengers versus Decepticons 3. And the project lost steam, um, and other projects in my channel at the time were just kind of taking over. Like Legacy was taking Transformers Legacy was taking over. Combiner Wars was taking over, um, and I started making like my Marvel videos with all the different characters and the fights and trying to connect them. So like kind of like Legacy, Combiner Wars, and my Marvel stuff just kind of took over, and I and started getting a lot of attention on YouTube. Started getting a lot of views, and that's where my channel like blew up. So I just never had time to revisit Avengers versus Decepticons after that, and yeah, I didn't think people would be interested, but I mean, you bringing it up, you're not the only one who's brought it up. Like literally every time almost every time we have a new video dropping and it's like a premiere, someone always mentions, yo, remember AVD? I was just watching that when I used to watch it when I was a kid. It's so nostalgic. Um, so, I mean, I could see a future where, Legacy is finished, right? Like the Godzilla series is almost kind of come to a close too. Like when some of my series are like done and my calendar opens up, I could see a future where I attempt to do an AVD3, and I won't make it like in multiple parts. I would just film it as an entire maybe 30-40 minute movie, like little mini movie. Um, I would have to go back and look at the story because I don't think I would use that story idea I used to have for AVD3. But dude, thanks for taking me down memory lane, Prince. All right, Stealth. Strongly recommend you grab the Bumblebee concept series Sunstreaker. Oh man, yeah, they actually had that figure at Target, and I did decide to skip on it today. I mean, I couldn't afford to get everything in there, but I got a lot of the things I wanted. So for those of you just coming in, we got Scrap Heap, 86 Scrap Heap. We got the Decepticon Soldier. There you go. Bumblebee, Shockwave. And we did get a Transformers 1 figure. I decided to pick up the Transformers 1 Alpha Trion. The figure, admittedly, is very lackluster. I know it's not a studio series. It's like the baseline. So they're very basic, very minimal. Not that many transformation steps. I don't even think it's painted. I think it's all colored plastic. But I do need this guy for that Transformers 1 Sentinel Prime video I'm filming. I do have Alpha Trion appearing in that story, so I literally just need this figure just for the Transformers 1 video I'm gonna make. So I don't know if I'm gonna keep it or not. I might not. Actually, I know exactly what to do with this guy. So I did start playing around with the YouTube channel memberships, and it's up and running. I now have channel memberships, and people can sign up to become channel members. And I do have different perks, and the biggest perk that you can get is early access to all of my videos. So once the stop motion drops, you'll be able to see it like a week or two earlier than everybody else. That's the biggest perk. And I am going to include a perk for monthly giveaways. So people who are part of the membership, my Swagwave membership, and join, I'll have monthly giveaways, and we'll do raffles with all the channel members. So I think that's exactly what I'll do with Alpha Trion here. I'm gonna carefully slip them out of the box. I'm gonna film with it. So I mean, I'll film a couple of scenes with this guy. I'll put him back in the box, and I think this will be a great first prize to raffle off for channel memberships. There are different tiers. I did create different badges that are pretty cool. So like if you're a channel member for like a month, like a beginner, you have like a little cute little Swagwave that's hatching out of an egg. After that, if you're like a channel member for like 2 months, you like become the next Swagwave, and so like every level has a cool badge. Has a kind of a cool original design. Um, and yeah, I'm excited about that. I think you get custom emojis too. I made some custom emojis, so I'm excited about the channel memberships. But I think I'll post a video about it separately, and then I'll just do like shout outs to channel memberships. At the start of all of my videos from now on, just kind of advertise it. But stay tuned for that. So yes, we did get Alpha Trion. Does anyone here have any of the Transformer 1 figures in hand? What do y'all think about it? Let me try to answer some of these questions here. Yo, the boys, it was Ratchet. Yeah, Cameron, do you have the Legacy United animated Optimus Prime figure? No, I don't have that one yet. I know there's isn't there like a Transformers Legacy United missing link Optimus, like a G1? I remember seeing that's supposed to come out like soon, no, like in November. That's the Optimus Prime I want to get. And of course, the Studio Series 86 Optimus, man. That thing is beautiful. And you already know I'm collecting one in box, but I need one. I need a second one so I can open it and mess with it and have it in my display. So I do need to cough up quite a bit of money to get 2 Studio Series Optimus Primes, because I think they're going for like, I mean, you guys, some of y'all might know what the price range is on that Studio Series Optimus Prime, but I think it's going for like 180, like something stupid like that. Let's see. Art collector. Yeah, no worries, man. I'll get that tracking number to you soon. Sub Graham, good to see you. I'm doing good. Let's see. Yeah. Prince, I think we would all love an AVD3. Dude, you know what? You've given me something to think about. Thanks for putting that seed in my head. So it might just happen, you know? You never know. Let's see. Cameron, will you do more stop motions with Power Rangers and the Ninja Turtles? So I think I'm gonna put Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers like to the shelf for now. I know over the years I just started making a bunch of videos on different series. Like I like Star Wars. Every once in a while I would make a Star Wars video, but the audience that I cultivated with like Marvel and Transformers wasn't really engaged with it because I'm not known as a Star Wars channel. So I decided to kind of shelve Star Wars videos. And similar to the Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers, the reason I did Ninja Turtles was because I liked it and it was getting a lot of attention, but then I kind of got bored with it. And I was like, okay, I'm personally not interested in the turtle story right now. So I'm going to put that on hold. And then the Power Rangers one, well, that one just came out of nowhere. Honestly, I remember it was years ago where Hasbro sponsored me to make that video, and they sent me all the figures. So that's the reason that series started in the first place, not because I had plans and I wanted to do a video, but because of Hasbro's sponsorship. So now that Power Ranger sponsorship is like out of the way, I don't have personal interest in the Power Ranger stuff at the moment. So I think that's another project I'm going to shelve because I really want to focus on the stuff I'm really passionate about, which is Transformers and Marvel. So that's why you guys got 2 episodes of Legacy back to back last month, right? I'm trying to reconnect with my roots and what I'm interested in, and I'm trying to we're trying to give a satisfying ending to the series that people have been following for a long time. And Transformers Legacy and like the Marvel stuff with like Endgame, I know Endgame Part 2, like where is it? Like we need to make a t-shirt. Where's Endgame Part 2? Like that's like the Swagwave t-shirt. It'll have like the Swagwave logo on the corner here, and it'll just say where's Endgame Part 2. Like that's just a Swagwave merch we're gonna create and sell t-shirts, and I'm gonna get rich off of that. And I can just stop being a YouTuber because everyone always asks, Where's Endgame Part 2? It's coming. The team and I have talked about it. Stealth and I have had conversations about Endgame Part 2. It's coming at the end of this year. Like I said, I already have multiple videos done. So currently, I'm not filming anything. I have 3 videos sitting on the bench ready to go. So literally, I have from now until December to plan, write, and animate 1 video. Avengers Endgame Part 2. All right. Stealth, maybe a hot take, but I prefer the Transformers 1 mainline Optimus. Oof. At the Target I was at, I did see that mainline Optimus, and he's not bad. He's not bad. They're almost the same. Like the only difference is the darker red and like there's more sculpting details on the Studio Series one that I was able to see with my eye. And I think it has like that grill piece that goes in front of the truck mode with like the guns. That's like the differences I saw. But the transformation isn't too. It's kind of basic on the Studio Series. So I mean, when possible, I'll go with the Studio Series just because supposedly it's more like collector-ish and more detailed, right? Better articulation, right? Supposedly, like it's supposed to be like an upgrade. But hey, there's an argument to be made that the mainline one might be better. Let's see, Graham, dude, I've been doing good. I've got some questions. How did Cap get his shield back in Infinity War? So the way Cap got his shield back was because that's the shield from the past. When Tony and Bucky went back to the past to bring back Cap to the present, they brought back the Cap with his shield from the past. So the present shield is shattered, but the shield that Cap has now is the shield that old Cap brought with him from the past. Hopefully that made sense. I feel like it didn't. Yeah, I mean, and channel monthly giveaways I think is awesome too. We could have polls on like channel members of what they want input in terms of stop motion, what they want to see. And we could also have channel members kind of dictate like what they're interested in for giveaways, so we can make that happen. So it's going to be fun. Mega Andy, what's up, man? Good to see you. Shout out to another voice actor from the team. What's up, Fanverse? Good to see you. Morgan, yo, good to see you. Sway Kid, Harry Alpha, have you watched Transformers Deprivation by TF Concepts? I have not. I have not seen any other stop motions on YouTube, partly because of the dang algorithm. Like, I've noticed that a lot of channels that I subscribe to, I don't get their videos on my feed. I hate how the YouTube has like 2 buttons now, like 2 tabs. It's like your normal feed, and then there's a subscription feed. But like, I've never thought that it was different. I would expect that everything I'm subscribed to would just show up in my normal feed, but no, it doesn't. Like the YouTube feed that you get when you enter on YouTube is just based on algorithm. So if you happen to quickly watch a video on like Legos, for example, because I also like Lego Star Wars, then I'll just get a bunch of Lego Star Wars videos from one day to the next, like flooding into my feed just because I watched a clip of a Star Wars thing. So like all that motion, like I watch a lot of basketball. I'm into the Marvel movies and Transformer movie news. So whenever there's like movie news or movie updates, I get that on the feed. And action figure collecting. So if there's like, if I wanted like a review on an action figure, I'll look up a review, but then I'll get videos of like collectors going out and doing toy hauls and collectors like showing off their collection. So like all that stuff has been in my feed for the last like couple years because that's what I guess I currently watch. But in terms of like stop motion, in order for me to get stop motions, I have to go to my subscription tab and then skim through and look for stop motions. But I haven't seen anyone's any stop motion from other people in a while. Um, I do get one thing I will give YouTube credit for. I do get like stop motions on my feed from channels I've never heard of before, like newer channels. So I find like cool new animations. And I'm like, oh, this is cool. Like, and I watch it and I watch that. But like everyone that I'm subscribed to, like I don't get their videos unless I go to my subscription section, which is totally different. All right. Grim Angel, I love the custom Thanos figure. I know, man. That thing is beautiful. It's beautiful. Aiden Phoenix, going to work. Oh, it's awesome, man. Good luck working on your next video. The X-Men fans, shout out to you, homie. Morgan, I hate that front grill piece on the SS Optimus because it sucks to take it off. Dude, I lost mine. Like, yeah, it's flimsy. It's flimsy. Like, whenever he's in robot mode, I don't know where to put it so that it's not in the way. I ended up losing that grill piece. So, sucks to suck, I guess, for me. But, all right, next figure from the Target haul. Someone guessed it. Someone saw it already. But, yes. I got it at retail. I know scalpers are selling this dude for like 80, 100 bucks. I said, no way am I paying that much money for this figure that was not even in the movie, you know? It's a concept art. Megatron from the Bumblebee movie. The leader class. I know it's a lot of people's favorite Megatron currently. One stop motion that I did recently see using this bad boy was MP Cons. That what if Megatron was in that battle on Cybertron? So that stop motion I did see, and it was epic. And I literally that video made me want to get this figure. So I saw it at Target today, and I'm like, oh, it's the only one. I'm gonna get it. Turns into jet, turns into a tank, and apparently there's a secret gun mode, or like a fan-made gun mode that I've seen on the internet floating around. But where'd you get everything, Dylan? I went to Target. I just went to Target before hopping on this, and they were loaded with Transformers. Loaded. Bayazit, Avengers vs. Galactus. Can you make it happen? Galactus, okay. Yeah, some of you may know, but I do own that Galactus, the Marvel Legends HasLab Galactus. And I already filmed scenes with that Galactus for Endgame Part 2. So Galactus will show up in Endgame Part 2. Grim Angel, do you think Thanos will get the girl? Yeah, maybe there's gonna be a surprise at the end about that storyline with Thanos. So we have to wait and see, buddy. Art Collector, what are your thoughts on Transformers 1? I'm excited to go watch it. I can't believe it's still like a ways away. It's like a couple weeks away. I wish it would be out in theaters now. When does that movie come out? Like the end of September? I want to watch it. I'm excited. I've heard good things about it. Transformers fans who've seen early screenings really like it. I know it's gonna be like child friendly and like goofy and silly with serious tones and like a lot of, from what we've seen in the trailer, a lot of like war and action stuff that looks really well animated. So I just hope it's a good balance. I hope it's not too silly. That was when the first trailer came out. That's what I was afraid of. Like Bumblebee was kind of over the top, and I was like, he's kind of annoying and he's too silly. But as long as it's a balance, I'll be okay with the silliness. Let's see. Yeah, see, so if we already have people in the chat that are saying Transformers 1 was a good movie. Yeah, again, every once in a while, I do get a stop motion in my feed here and there, and I'll check it out. Steve. Yo ho, Raventron Studios. I know, let's go. Endgame Part 2. We got to make t-shirts. All right. So the last Transformer figure from the Target haul. Yo, speaking, yes, completing the 86 line. Let's go. I found 286 figures. This guy's like one of the newest ones, I think, at the moment. 86 Springer. I was surprised. I thought this guy was going to be Voyager class. He's actually a leader class. I didn't realize until I realized how big the box was. But yeah, there he is. 3 modes: robot, vehicle, or car, helicopter. I do wish that it still had the plastic window. I'm a fan of that look, but I understand it's for a good cause, you know, save the earth. I'm okay with it. My preference is still plastic, but I'm okay with this. Right? As long as the figure's not damaged or like has missing pieces that fell out because it's exposed, I think it's fine. But yeah, man, I'm excited to add Scrap Heap and Springer to my 86 shelf where I have everything still mint in box. X-Men fan or another Fantastic Four style motion. I do. So once Endgame Part 2 is done, and right, and that whole Thanos story is done, I have so many Marvel videos planned and ready to go for the next chapter of my Marvel universe. You know, I just want to keep making stories on different characters that I'm not able to do now because they're all in space. They're all fighting Thanos. I gotta finish telling this Thanos story to bring all the heroes back to Earth, and then I can continue telling all these short stories with different heroes. I want to do another New Avengers video. I want to do like West Coast Avengers. I want to do like the solo Daredevil video, solo Punisher video, Fantastic Four, more X-Men stuff with the main X-Men team. So I know right now they're also in space, like fighting Thanos or whatever, you know? So I have a bunch of ideas that I'm excited to get to once Endgame is done. So, again, to wrap it up, we got Alpha Trion, Transformers 1 Alpha Trion, which I am going to give away to the channel members. So, again, if you guys are just entering, I did just launch my channel membership. There are a bunch of cool badges, a bunch of cool perks, like member giveaways, early access to my stop motions. You're going to see it weeks in advance before everyone else. Here we got Scrap Heap, Decepticon Soldier, Bumblebee Shockwave, Bumblebee Leader Megatron. This guy is definitely one of the highlights of the pickup for sure. And again, Springer. But that wasn't the only thing I got. I did stop by the Barnes & Noble today. I stopped by Barnes & Noble. Well, I stopped by the donut shop first. I got myself a donut. I don't know if you guys ever heard of mochi nut, but it's these Asian rice cake style donuts. They're delicious. This is the strawberry one. That was good. Okay. Next some questions here. Harry Alpha, what's your reaction from Captain America: A New World? The New World Order? Dude, I'm so glad that it feels like Winter Soldier espionage stuff. Like I feel like that's when the Captain America movies are at their best. And I was super excited to see Han Solo, what's his name again? Harrison Ford, as President Ross. The cap suit looks sick. And dude, Red Hulk, man. Red Hulk was awesome. Like as long as it's like tight, like tense. What I want from that movie is for it to give me those Winter Soldier vibes, like tense, thrilling, political drama in the background, like espionage shit. That's what I'm looking forward to for the new Cat movie. And by the looks of the trailer, it looks like they're going to give us that. Cameron, have you seen the animated Crisis on Infinite Earths movie trilogy? I haven't. I saw like, what was the last animated DC movie I saw? I think it was the Apocalypse one, where the New 52 one, where Apocalypse came and like the New 52 Justice League went to go fight him. That was a long time ago. All right, so at, where was I? Barnes and Nobles, I picked up some manga. So, I mean, some of y'all know or can guess that I watch anime. I'm an anime fan. And I mean, Dragon Ball Z is my favorite anime, of course. I have a bunch of Dragon Ball Z videos on the channel that y'all probably know. But I did want to get some manga for my collection. One of my second favorite anime of all time is Naruto. So I did want to buy this issue from the original Naruto, Volume 5, in particular for the cover art. I just love that the whole Team 7's on here. We got Naruto, Sakura, Sasuke, and Kakashi. And I just want to preserve this as a collectible on my display shelf. And since my good friend Stealthabot got me into going to conventions. What's up, Chris? Since my good friend Stealthabot introduced me to the world of going to fan expos and Comic Cons and stuff again, my goal is to get the autograph of all of Team 7 on this manga book right here. So I picked up this from Barnes and Noble. The other anime that I'm super into at the moment is probably an obvious choice, but Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer is really good, man. I just finished binging the latest season on Crunchyroll yesterday, the Hashira training. And yeah, man, the ending was wild. I can't believe they left us in that cliffhanger. They just forced my own medicine down my throat. I'm always leaving you guys with cliffhangers into some of my stop motions that you guys are like, yo, dude, like, why? Like, but same thing. I'm a big fan of Demon Slayer. I wanted to own one of the volumes for my collection to display, and I also want to get the voice actors' autographs on this thing. Let's see. Take a look at the chat. Ascender, Endgame Part 2. So as I said already, I already have a lot of videos done and being edited, and that should take me through. Those videos will take me through to the end of the year. So I don't have to film anything for the rest of the year, and I'll still have videos dropping at a consistent basis until the end of the year. So since I have that opportunity, I am going to focus on writing and filming one thing for the remainder of the year. What month are we in? September, October, November, December. I have the next 4 months to just focus and dedicate myself to the creation and finalization of Endgame Part 2. So that the goal would be for it to release either end of December, Christmas time, or New Year's. I know that's a question on a lot of people's minds. Chris, if you are in need of a voice actor for any future projects, Swag, I'm available. Oh, heck yeah, man. Just send me some clips on my Instagram. Cameron, how do you feel about Spider Carnage? Like the figure? X-Men fan, what new characters you want to put in your Marvel universe? X-Force and West Coast Avengers. And I mean, some of the characters on the West Coast Avengers are already in my universe, but some may not be. Like Mockingbird for sure has never been in my Marvel universe. So that'll be one that I have to introduce. I do want to bring Ultron back. I mean, Ultron is back. If you guys remember that old video, Secret Avengers versus MODOK, at the end of that video, Ultron is back. So I do want that's another cool storyline of like Ultron's return and bring in his waifu. You know how Jay Talks, what's up, man? Thank you. Thanks for everything you do and everything you show us. You're like the Optimus Prime of stop motion content. Thank you, man. That means a lot. I mean, I was just talking to Stealth like a month ago that we've been at this for a long time. It's so, just like Shartimus. Shartimus has been in the game for like toy collectors for like 15 years. Like I can't even tell you. Like, and I think I think I probably started a couple years after he started. But that's I appreciate the comparison. That's very nice of you. Took another bite of my strawberry mochi donut here. I'm just happy that I'm back making stop motion again that I care about and that I have time again. The biggest reason was that I was in the process of buying my first house. It was insane. But Yahtzee, are you thinking of making a Hulk versus Red Hulk video? I do want to make a Red Hulk video for sure. And if everything goes according to plan, right, and Endgame is released in December, right, then I'll have plenty of time to get out a Red Hulk video by February, right? Isn't that when Captain America comes out? February? Art Collector, have I seen the Vinland Saga? No, I haven't. What is that? Oh, got a question here from Dominic. Swagwave, do you know what Jada Toys also has Naruto theme? Oh, yo, yes. Dude, how long has Jada Toys been making figures? Because they're killing it right now. Aren't they making like the new Mortal Kombat stuff, Street Fighter figures? I think I saw Jada Toys at Target, anime ones. Like they were making like their own Dragon Ball line, their own Demon Slayer line. They have Naruto themed ones too. So the last manga I bought from Barnes & Noble, this anime I just started watching last month. I found it on Netflix. I saw the first season. I loved it. I had to subscribe to Crunchyroll just so I can finish season 2. Jujutsu Kaisen. The animation's so good. It reminds it's like if Naruto fused with like some of the Naruto story fused with some of the Demon Slayer story, and this is kind of like that. It's really cool. I'm a big fan of it, and yeah, I wanted to get Volume 1. The nice, beautiful, undamaged cover, just for my collection. Let's see what else we got here. Whoa, Harry's available to voice Soundwave. There you go. Brandon's gonna make any more Ant-Man centric videos? Probably not. If I have an Ant-Man video, he'll probably be like in the team. But never say never. I think if I ever get the right story idea or like the right villain figure comes out that makes sense for me to animate and make it an Ant-Man centric story, then I would consider it for sure. Oh, like my opinion, Cameron. The Spider Carnage, it's all right. Isn't Spider Carnage attached to Ben Reilly though, or right? Or was he? I don't think he was attached to Peter, was he? I'm not the biggest fan. I don't hate Spider Carnage, but I don't really care for him. I think. Art collector, thank you, dude. Yeah, I mean, it was months. It was months of preparation to start buying it. Months of preparation after I've already moved in. We have to fix things and move things, and a lot of money, you know. So I just didn't have time to like do anything stop motion related for it felt like a year. Raventron, have you considered beginning other stop motion universes, given you have the time to do so? Do you mean like other like series, or do you mean like another universe within like Marvel, for example? Because I know right now, since I've started the channel back up making videos, my main focus is to kind of trim it down and just focus on my main series and bring it back to life, pump out content from my main series, and then so Legacy is almost done, guys. For all my Transformer Legacy fans, Transformers Legacy is almost done. We literally have like, I, oh, I didn't want to spoil the amount of episodes left, but it's few. I'll just say that. So like once Legacy is done, and once Endgame Part 2 is done, those are really the two biggest things that I want to accomplish, because I feel like once I finish wrapping up the Transformers Legacy series and once I complete the Thanos Infinity storyline in my Marvel universe, I'll just have time and it'll just unlock the potential, the options of me doing different kinds of stories with different kinds of characters and not having to be restricted by Endgame Part 2 or finishing Legacy. Like I'll go back and finish Soda. I know someone in the chat mentioned Soda. I do want to finish Soda as well, Transformers Soda. I mean, if y'all have noticed, Transformers Soda is kind of like my version of Titans Return. Like I remember when I finished my Combiner War series years ago, people were asking, "Oh, are you going to do a Titans Return series next with the Titan figures?" And I didn't. But Transformers Soda is kind of like my Titans Return. Like it's focused on, you know, the end of the Cybertronian War and the Autobots leaving Cybertron, but it's also kind of a Titans Return series in the skies, right? We have Titans coming out and fighting. All right. Cameron, Harry, I also provided voice effects for Fort Max films. Okay. Yeah, man. Harry, I gotta get you to voice on one of my Transformer videos. Cameron, yeah, he was attached to an alternate Peter in the '90s show, though. Oh, okay. What new Marvel Legends am I excited for? Well, actually, since like I'm still like riding the hype train on X Factor, I really want, and this Vader's not new; he's already out. I really want the Marvel Legends Blob. I don't have that fat boy yet, and I need him for my Brotherhood because, I mean, you guys are already here. I'll give you guys the update. I'll give you guys the scoop. But yes, after some discussion with the team, mainly Stealth, there's going to be the X Factor story is going to continue. There is going to be an X Factor Part 2. What's happening with Polaris? What's happening to Havoc after the team fell apart and Magneto took Polaris and Multiple Man? And I'll just say that in X Factor Part 2, the Brotherhood might be up to no good. So I already have Magneto. Oh, Sabretooth. The Sabretooth that came out. I think he was part of a 2-pack, right? That like Marvel 85th anniversary 2-pack Sabretooth Marvel Legends with the updated articulation. Like the comic accurate costume. So I need the Blob and that deluxe Blob and that Sabretooth to finish up my Brotherhood. I have a Sabretooth. I have like an old Toy Biz one, but it's janky. the articulation and joints on it are super loose. It can't stand up by itself. It's just kind of a pain in the butt. In terms of new Marvel Legends, who's coming out? Like I have a lot of the characters already, but Red Hulk. I don't have Red Hulk yet, the new one, the deluxe one, and I do want to get the Spider-Man from No Way Home. I don't have the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man yet or the Andrew Garfield one. Marvel Legends released those a couple of years ago, and they're super hard to find. I never saw them in stores, ever. I'm sure they're probably expensive right now on eBay or something. Yo, stop motion commotion, man. What's up, homie? Dude, congrats on that new Vader stop motion. I think it was sick. Hate, right? What's the name of the episode? It's called Hate. Let's see. Bayatsi, if you find time one day, if you shoot a Mortal Kombat video, oh my God. That's another one of the series that I had to just like put on the shelf. Because again, I felt like I was stretching myself thin, just like doing so many series with like about so many like topics that like I felt like I started to lose some of my audience. Like my main audience is Marvel and Transformer fans. That's what I started my channel on. That's what I love the most, Marvel and Transformers. So then like I think that's another one of the series where it kind of just like it took away my time from paying attention to Marvel and Transformers. So again, like I said before, in the future, once I wrap up Transformers Legacy and once I complete my Thanos Endgame storyline, I'll just have time for so many projects that maybe I'll do it. I'll revisit Mortal Kombat. Maybe I'll revisit the Turtles or Power Rangers, right? Let me see. Cameron's question about Batman Beyond. Dude, I remember being a kid, like a little kid, watching Batman Beyond on TV. That would be dope. I would love to do one. Like for me, what motivates me and inspires me to make a stop motion is just a good figure. If I have a good figure of a character, and I'm like, man, this figure would be awesome it would be perfect to animate with. And then at that moment, if I come up with a good story that I would like to tell, that I think would be good, then I'm like, oh, well, I got to make this, all right? So I think first I would need to buy a Batman Beyond figure, hopefully a good one that has good articulation, and that's step one, I think. And once I have that figure in hand, I'll find the motivation and right story, and then it could happen. Prince, we're gonna open the figures. Let's do it. Who should I open first? People just coming in. I was at Target. We got a Transformer haul. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. 6 Transformers from the home. Soldier. Let's do it. Again, I'm excited about this guy. I know people say the figure mold sucks, but I don't care. I just need a solid Decepticon soldier for the Autobots to tear open and blast up. Target practice. It's actually like a good size for a deluxe. I mean, I probably don't have to tell y'all this, but everyone knows what Hasbro's doing, right? They're making deluxe figures smaller, and they're making them more expensive. I mean, not just deluxe figures, all of the figures from all of their sizes, deluxe, Voyager, Leader, over the years, they've just gotten smaller and smaller. And the price is going higher and higher. So, you know, if people keep buying it at full price, they have no incentive to stop. But here is Decepticon Soldier. He's still kind of like has this like back kibble when you take him out of the box, but I'm sure you can. There you go. Spread his legs open. There you go. Okay, I got it now. I'm not sure where this backpack goes. It probably stays. Probably stays there. But I mean, he has some good size to him. He is light though. Like he's hollow. I don't know if you guys can see that, but like look at the inside of his like he's hollow. Size figures that are, or maybe it's just the Game Reverse line from the video game. But I am gonna say that this kind of feels kind of cheap. I paid full price for this guy too, not even on sale. Again, I need him for my stop motion. I need him for my Transformers 1 stop motion. That's the main reason I got this guy. Otherwise, I wouldn't have bought it. What's up, Pierce? Good to see you. Hey, David. Welcome in, welcome. But yeah, here's the Decepticon Soldier. I think he comes with a gun. The gun looks cool. It looks like a Halo gun. All right, who are we opening next? Who are we opening next? Raventron. Oh, Georgie, how many episodes are left of Transformers Prime Legacy? I don't want to spoil it. I'll just say there are a few episodes left. A few. That's it. I want to give you guys an exact number. I don't want to spoil it. But there are a few left. It's almost over. We're almost at the end game. Raventron. I meant another series, like back when you did Power Rangers, Masters of the Universe, Mortal Kombat. Oh, got it. You know, like another topic. I don't know. Maybe something anime related. Could be Naruto, Demon Slayer, or Jujutsu Kaisen. You guys already know that I dig those animes. That's why I picked up these 3 manga at Barnes & Noble before coming home. Let's see. Jay Talks. Oh, I forgot about that figure. Jay, yes. We're getting that new Odin figure. What do you think are the chances of us getting a new comic Loki and Hela figure? So, yes, I remember seeing that thing. It's a deluxe, right? It'll be like packaged in like the bigger box. That Odin figure looks. Wait, right? It's a deluxe. It's not a HasLab, right? I saw pictures of that thing. It looks sick. Oh, dude, that Odin figure is triggering these memories. I remember the Marvel Hasbro panel a couple months ago. I know what Marvel Legends I'm excited for. And I don't really care for the character that much, but the figure just looks so good that I want it. Is it Moondragon? Right? That big old dragon? That's what I want. He's on my hit list. I gotta get the Sabretooth and the Blob that already came out. That Odin figure looks nice. It's definitely a huge upgrade from the old one, that Build-A-Figure Odin that we got years ago. That thing is horrible now in comparison. Yeah, that Odin figure's sick. I think so. I think you're right. I mean, Hasbro Marvel Legends team, they have a tendency to like, if they release a figure or a character that belongs to like a team or like a specific comic book, like the Thor comic book franchise, and that does well, they typically release
other figures from that like series. So I could see them doing like a classic Loki and a classic Hela for sure. But I do want that Odin too. He's not as high on my list as that Moondragon and then Sabretooth and Blob. Oh, hold up. How could I forget Deadpool and Wolverine? Who saw Deadpool and Wolverine and how many times? I saw that thing twice. I should go see it again before it leaves theaters. The Wolverine figure, the Marvel Legends Wolverine figure with the comic accurate Wolverine suit and the Hugh Jackman head. That's a must get for me. That's a must get. Mm-hmm. All right. I just checked. Toby's 38 on eBay. Andrew's 59. What? Who knew Andrew was like more popular than Toby? He did outed the OG. Okay. So I could probably go and get Toby soonish. That's not bad. I thought they were going to be like 80, 100 bucks. That's not bad. Right. Answer some more questions and we'll open another figure. Drop down in the chat what figure you want me to open next. Oh, someone's at Megatron. All right, we're doing Megatron next. Oh, yeah, you're right. I could use the soldier for the Transformer Soda as well. Excellent. We get the Rogue and Destiny 2 pack. Maybe. I do have a couple of Rogue figures already. I have the 90s Rogue, you know, from the animated from the series. The original one. The original Rogue that came out like in what was 2016, 2017. Not the re-release that looks like from 97. Not the 97 Rogue. I got the Rogue that was released back in 2018, 2017, or 19, I think. Right? The first issue release of Rogue in her 90s outfit with the brown jacket and the yellow and green suit. I have that Rogue, and then I have the one of the modern Rogues. I don't remember which X-Men team exactly, but she has the green outfit with the white highlights, with the white trim on the sleeves and like the white X logo, and she has a ponytail. I have that Rogue. I like that design too. What's up, Phoenix? Stop motion commotion. What you think of Deadpool 3? Dude, I liked it. I will say it wasn't anything crazy. It didn't blow my mind. I was super happy. There were moments where I was clapping, and I'm like, yeah, this is sick. It was a good movie. I think my score was like 8.5 out of 10. Like, it was a solid Deadpool movie. A lot of cool. They did a lot of cool things. So cool to see Hugh Jackman. So cool to have like all those Marvel heroes come back for one last run, right? Elektra, Blade, X-23. They brought in Gambit. I was not expecting Gambit. That was hilarious. Oh, Johnny Storm, like that was a funny bit. But yeah, I know that they were hyping it up as like this is gonna save the Marvel universe. So because of all that hype and like media attention, in my mind I was like, okay, like is something big really gonna happen? Like, are they gonna finally clarify what's happening with the Marvel universe? Because it's just so messy. Like with Loki, the Loki show, and the timelines and the multiverse, and like the Eternals. Like, what happened with them and that huge Eternal that has his hand coming out of the planet now and it's frozen? Like, where are the Avengers? Like, we don't know. Like, what are they doing? Are there any left? Like, what's going on? So that Deadpool 3, an awesome standalone story. I would have personally wished it gave us at least some hints as to what's going on in the wider Marvel universe, because I still don't know what's going on. But as a standalone movie, it was great. I had a lot of fun. 8.5 out of 10. Yo, game. Oh, dude, the Target had Sideswipe, the Gamerverse one. I passed on it, but I might have to Go back and get it if you're saying it's good. Cameron, who's a version of Spider-Man you want to see in Beyond the Spider-Verse? I want to see Superior Spider-Man. I love Superior Spider-Man. Harry, you saw Deadpool Wolverine yesterday? Yeah, man, it was a fun time. J-Tox, it's time Hasbro needs to make World War II Bucky Barnes in a classic Adam Warlock. You know what Hasbro needs to do? Hasbro Marvel Legends. Am I the only one? Am I the only one who's tired of the plastic capes? The plastic capes are so annoying. Most of the times they hinder the articulation or cause balancing issues where like the figures like has difficulty standing. Star Wars is making cloth stuff. And it's the same company. Hasbro Black Series Star Wars has figures that have cloth soft goods. And for not all their figures, but for characters that deserve the cloth goods, they get it, and it's the same price point of Marvel Legends. And whenever they re-release characters, they tend to upgrade the figures with like better faces, or if a Black Series Star Wars figures used to have a plastic cape, they'll swap in for a cloth cape. They just did that with one of the Inquisitor figures. When that figure was released as a single figure, I believe it was the second, no, not the second sister, the one from the video game, the Cal Kestis video game. When she was first released, it was a plastic cape, but she was just re-released in a 3-pack, and they gave her a cloth cape as an update. Like, why aren't we getting cloth capes with our Marvel Legends? I mean, some of y'all may have noticed that in my Marvel videos, I've customized some of my heroes to give them cloth capes with like bendy wire so I can articulate them in stop motions. And I mean, I know like toy photographers do that too. Like they customize it and put cloth capes so they can get these really cool shots of their action figures and like their cape billowing, right? So that's what I really hope is like on a to-do list for Marvel Legends Hasbro. Like, when are you gonna incorporate cloth capes or soft goods just in general for Marvel Legends? All right, let's open Megatron. There he is. Concept art, Bumblebee Megatron leader class. Super popular, fan favorite Megatron figure at the moment for a lot of people. Very popular, highly sought after figure, hard to find in stores. He's selling for $80 to $100 online sometimes. Super happy to find Megatron at Target. He looks cool. Like, I'm feeling like I want to animate this guy. Let's get this guy out. Cut this, cut that. Yeah, his cannon is still on the cardboard. Oh, okay. Okay, so, yo, this guy has great articulation. I gotta peg this in. Okay, you can do the splits. There you go. I like it. I'm gonna be honest. He is a little small, and it's a little bit of plastic. I mean, okay, maybe it's a double-edged sword, right? I know a lot of Transformers fans hate when figures have a lot of extra kibble, right? Or backpacks. So it's a positive and a negative, right? He doesn't have kibble at all. Like it's just like a flawless robot form. But what I've been saying though, Transformers, I've noticed, I know people notice, they've been making their figures smaller and smaller while increasing the prices, which is very annoying and greedy, in my opinion. Not bad. Again, back in the day when I was a kid, I would not consider this a leader class. Like, this is a Voyager class figure, right? Like anyone who used to collect Transformers back in the 2000s, 2010s, early 2000s, 2010s, this is a Voyager class figure, right? Like, cool looking figure. Definitely dope. Great articulation. The details on him are insane. Um, I'm just happy to have him. I'm happy that I found him at retail. Might have to do a stop motion with this guy. Just might. Oh yeah, okay. Um, Cameron, who do you want to see in Legacy United? I mean, I'm gonna be biased. I'm a Beast Wars fan. I want Trans Metal Beast Wars figures. Oh, and I want the primes. Hasbro needs to give us the 13 primes. We have Optimus Prime. We have Sentinel Prime. Legacy just released Vector Prime, right? I know we got Nova Prime like last year, right? Or 2 years ago, we got Nova Prime. Super hard to get. Very expensive on eBay. Hasbro Transformers needs to give us the rest of the primes. We need to have the 13 primes. That would be an awesome team that I would love to collect. J-Tox, I will cry if Hasbro releases an update joints, right? I remember for a time Hasbro Marvel Legends was not giving the female figures double elbow joints. And then they tried that technology with the G.I. Joe classified series and it worked. People love it. So they finally then implemented that in Marvel Legends. So yeah, I mean that's just another excuse for them to pump out more figures, right? More money for them, right? Why would they have all the incentive to go back and give us updated versions of some of the female characters with double elbow joints? They'll be making more money for it in the long run. So it's a win-win, I think. Chris, Deadpool 3, 9 out of 10. Yeah, good movie, man. X-Men fan, what's your opinion on RDJ Doctor Doom? I like it. Um, like it's the Marvel universe. It's its own separate universe, its own separate story. It's not the comic books. The comic books have been there. They've done that. There's several Doctor Doom stories, right? With Doctor Doom being Victor Von Doom, not Iron Man. This is the Marvel universe, right? This is a whole separate thing. So I've always understood that. And I'm like, all right, that's a cool new idea. Like, I think it'll be interesting to see our Avengers like get their heart just ripped out when they see that the biggest hero of Earth is now the biggest villain. That's just like a crazy idea. Like, imagine what Spider-Man Tom Holland's gonna feel, or what's he gonna think or say when he sees Doctor Doom just messing the world up, messing the Avengers up, takes off his mask, and it's RDJ, Iron Man, behind it. I think that's a cool idea. It's new. It's the Marvel Universe. It's different, right? If the movies would just copy the exact same story in the comic, then what's the point? We know what's going to happen. It's its own thing. And I say that as like a way to parry off fans who are like, that's not in the comic books. Well, no, buddy, these are different things. Like, the comics are the comics, the movies are the movies. They're two different universes. The Marvel universe has the freedom to explore new ideas, and I think it's gonna be a good idea. Prince, dude. I don't think it shouldn't surprise anybody, but I mapped out back when Avengers Infinity War was in theaters, and I was making my first Avengers Infinity War Part 1 video, I had mapped out all of the videos I would make after Infinity War, after Endgame, all the stories I want to tell. And I even mapped out and wanted to do my own Secret Wars. And that was before Marvel had ever announced, like, right, this was back when Infinity War was in theaters. That was before Marvel had ever announced that they were making a Secret Wars movie. Because in my mind, in my Marvel universe, I know I know a lot of the Marvel stories, so I know that Secret Wars is another huge event um, that I could try to tackle in the future after I finish Endgame and Infinity War. Um, so, of course, I'm gonna do my own version of Secret Wars at some point. That's gonna be influenced by the Secret Wars comic book by Bendis, the modern one. Yeah, I'm tired of plastic capes too, man. I know. I mean, I the MCU is still going strong. It had some hiccups, right? Phase 4 and like the Disney Plus stuff, which is not clicking, and the stories were everywhere and not connecting, but it's still going strong, right? That's a good point. The DCEU couldn't even start; it just failed on its start. Like, that's crazy. Oh, the Cabal 3-pack. Dude, that's enough. You see, there are just so many Marvel Legends that are coming out or being announced. Yes, I want the Cabal 3-pack. I already have a Doctor Doom figure, but I would love to have a classic costume Taskmaster, and I love Iron Patriot. I love that they're getting us the Norman Osborn head um, with the comic Iron Patriot figure. Yes, I want that thing too. It's Amazon, right? Some hot. It looks beefy a little too, no? Yeah, I will say that this Megatron is not hollow like the Soldier was, like the Decepticon Soldier. He's beefy. He has some weight to him, but again, in my opinion, it's small, like height wise. Like this should be like a sold as a Voyager class figure, not a Leader class. All right, who are we opening next? Prince. We're getting the 13 primes next year. There we go. There you go. They do it to give us better quality figures. However, some figures make us question that. Yeah, yeah, I can see that. I can see that. According to the listings, the primes are coming in the line after Legacy United. I can't wait. I can't wait. Um, do you think they're gonna re-release Vector Sigma? Like, are they gonna re-release Vector Sigma and Nova Prime again, since those two have already been released? Repaints, a new mold, or just reuse the same mold, or perhaps not even re-release them since they've already released Nova and Vector. They'll just release the rest. I guess what I'm trying to debate is, should I go back and get Vector Prime, like the Legacy one now, and should I go back and get the Nova Prime from last year, or should I wait? Should we wait until the 13 primes are released together? What's up, Odie? Thanks, homie. More Transformer Prime Legacy episodes, please. Yes, man. Episode 37 is already done. Like I already finished filming it. It's just being edited with VFX. So Legacy, I'm excited that Legacy's back. I'm super happy that I was able to bring back 2 new episodes back to back, and then hopefully episode 37 dropping at some point late September, early October. So watch out for the next episode of Legacy. I'm super excited for it. Y'all caught that plot twist with Optimus? Orion Pax is back. Chris, if not Goblin, RDJ Doom will break Spidey's soul. In a gazillion pieces. I know. That's going to be a cool moment. What MCU show movie was the worst? Oh my God. I think it was Secret Invasion, man. They dropped the ball. No. I know what's worse than Secret Invasion. Echo. I'm sorry. I should have never made that show. It was a character that no one cared about, and then the show ended up being bad on top of that. Like, at least if the show was good, then it's like, oh shit, oh shoot, this is a good show. I want to watch it. But the show was bad on top of it being about a character no one cared about. So Echo, I think, was the worst. But Secret Invasion, they messed that up. They messed up Secret Invasion so bad. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Shockwave next. We're opening Shockwave. Let's do it. Here's the Bumblebee Shockwave I just picked up at Target. All right, let's see. Summer Hawk. Oh, yes. Studio Series Devastator. I'm excited. I mean, I still have my Combiner Wars one. So that's still like close to my heart because, started my Combiner Wars series. But I'm definitely going to pick it up and keep it in box to like display with the rest of my Inbox 86 collection. All right, here it goes. Here comes Shockwave. Don't see him. He's a little dark to see, but yeah, I love this design, man. He might be my new favorite Shockwave. Might end up will replace my Siege Shockwave that's on display. I'm gonna swap him out for this one. I just love the way this guy came out. Again, I love the Bumblebee movie designs. It's the marriage of G1 and Bayverse. It's just so cool to me. There's Shockwave. And he does have his cannon right here. So I'll swap it out, put it on his arm, so he can have his arm cannon. And he comes with that cable. That cable that attaches to his arm cannon. You see, oh my God, hold up. Yo, wasn't I just saying this? Dude, this Shockwave is a Voyager class figure. It's being sold as a Voyager class figure. Here's Megatron. How are they the same size? Megatron is being sold as a leader class figure. Like, I mean, he's already expensive as is, right? Like, our leader class figure like $50. And if you can't find them in stores, you're gonna have to pay $80, $100 for them. But you see, this is what I'm talking about. The questionable sizing and pricing of Hasbro and how they're trying to just make more money off of collectors, in my opinion. They're the same size. Like, that's crazy. This shouldn't be happening. Right, leader class is the next. More accessories, right? Bigger figures, bigger characters. I don't know. That's crazy. Oh my God. It just, what a coincidence, right? What a coincidence. We were just talking about the sizing issue, and it turns out that Shockwave and Megatron are the same size, even though Shockwave is a Voyager class and Megatron's a leader class. Sal, when will Endgame? Bro, I have the next 4 months to dedicate to Endgame. I will be dedicating the next 4 months to Endgame. I'm excited to bring it out soon. I can do that because I already have plenty of videos that are done and being edited, and I'm going to sprinkle those videos throughout the rest of the year. So that will buy me some time to work and film Endgame Part 2. Odie, everything since Endgame has been awful. I like most of the stuff. I want to say half. About half of the stuff that's been after Endgame I've liked. Most anticipated film for the remainder of the year. What's coming out? I don't even know anymore. I think the most anticipated film was Deadpool, no? All right, who are we opening next? We got Alpha Tryon. Well, yeah, I guess it's Alpha Tryon because I'm not opening these guys. These guys are going to be going into my mint inbox Studio Series 86 shelf. These two are staying in the box. These two bad boys. So I guess there's only one option. Alpha Tryon's the last one. Let's see. Let me answer some of these questions while we get to Alpha Tryon. Yo, PCSM, man, what's good? Good to see you, homie. I'm excited for the Mafex Daredevil figure. Dude, I haven't even seen images of that figure. Is it the red costume or like the black one? Definitely going to plan a Daredevil versus Batman with a full story. That's cool. Yeah, Marvel versus DC. Daredevil is often compared to Batman, right? It's like Marvel's response to Batman, Daredevil. A lot of people also make the Moon Knight as a comparison, right? A lot of similarities. All right, here's Alpha Tryon from Transformers 1. This is the mainline Alpha Tryon. Again, I need him for a video, and then I'm gonna be giving him away for all my channel members. So I did just activate and start Swagwave's channel memberships with cool perks like badges, custom emojis. You will have access to members only chats and hangouts. You'll have early access to all my stop motions, and members will be part of the monthly figure giveaway. So I will give out action figures to my members in the form of raffles. And of course, members will get producer credits on all my videos, baby. Be an official Swagwave producer. But, all right, here comes Alpha Tryon. One more. 1, 2. There he is. Again, the mainline Transformer 1 figures are very, very basic. But, I mean, that's what... You know that going in, right? They're a little cheaper than a Studio Series, right? So, we expect this. So, it doesn't annoy me in any way. I know what it is. It's the mainline. They're more basic, right? They're a little cheaper than the Studio Series stuff. I need them for my Transformers 1 video that I'm cooking up. All right, what else we got? Prince, get them now so you don't have to worry about scalpers later. That's a good point. I mean, scalpers already destroyed Nova Prime. Like, Nova Prime is silly. I think he's like $150. Which, again, I think his regular price was like leader class. Like, if you would have found him in stores, he's supposed to cost like $50, $60. But no, gotta pay triple thanks to the scalpers. Yeah, I think on Amazon you can get Vector Prime for a discount. It might be like a clean $30 instead of $36 or whatever. Let's see. Bro, when is the new age of Swagwave dropping? Probably after I finish Legacy and Endgame. Like I said, I want to focus my attention on giving Transformers Legacy and my Endgame story like the best finales possible. Just and then like close on those chapters, just so that I'm liberated and free to make any stories I want with any characters, whether it be Transformers or Marvel. Art collector, Marvel Legends Toby's on BBTS for $25. Oh, that's a sale. Might have to go get it then. Let's some Hawk, 2 Deluxes, 2 Voyagers, and a Commander Class 2-pack. Most anticipated film for the remainder of the year, Cameron, I have no idea. I think it was Deadpool, and it's came and went. The Odie, I remember nearly losing my cool at the cinema for the opening scene. There was an 8-year-old in front of me. Dang. Yeah, that's true. The only leader class size figures nowadays are the Dinobots. I do love the way the 86 Dinobots came out for Studio Series. I do have, let me show y'all. So I'm going to give you guys a peek into my Studio Series 86 collection, which is mint in box. So I haven't opened these figures. And I'm going to keep it that way. I've never been an in-box collector. I've always opened all my figures, but for some reason, I wanted to collect this line in box. I just felt that, all right. Get a little comfy down here. This is my closet. So I do have one closet in my studio where I keep stuff in box, stuff that I haven't opened, stuff in box. Here are my Studio Series 86 collection here so far. We do got, of course, the first one, Studio 86 Jazz. I do miss the plastic window, but I understand it's for a good cause. It's for, to be environmental friendly. I'm all for it. Number 1. So yeah, we got Jazz. I have number 2, Studio Series 86 number 2 cup. Number 3, Blur. And then from there, I don't have 4, 5, or 6, but I do have 8, right? The Sharkticon. And then I have 11 Perceptor. $16 RC. $22 Brawn. And then I did find that Target a couple weeks ago, the new 29 Bumblebee. And then speaking of Dinobots, we're getting close. I have, what is this, 23 Ratchet, Voyager class. And then I have 3 Dinobots. I don't have them all yet. I have 26 Swoop. And yeah, you're right. This is a leader class. This is what a leader class figure, in my opinion, should be. Right? The bigger characters with their bigger forms, the bigger robot, and like accessories, and right? This is a true leader class. You got Swoop. Swoop is number 26. Number 15, Sludge. And number 7, Slug. With Sam, with the Wiki Kid, with no face though. So boom, we are now adding number 24, Scrap Heap, to the collection. And I'm gonna put this guy on his side so that he fits in the shelf. I'll put Bumblebee on his side. And now we're adding number 30. Number 30 Springer being added to my Inbox Studio Series collection. And I'm going to put them right next to the Dinobots with the other bigger figures. Oh, it's so satisfying. Just being able to check off another figure from the list, right? All right. Let's get to some of these questions here. And then I do want to show you guys some of the stuff I got from Chicago Fan Expo. Let's see. I'm glad I got 86 Grimlock for 25 bucks at a secondhand store. Oh my god, that's a steal. That's crazy to think. Like, who would have guessed that Studio Series 86 Grimlock would end up being worth $300 plus? Like, I'm gonna have to save Grimlock for last. Like, I'm gonna have to go back and get some of the other ones I'm missing. I'm gonna get my 86 Optimus. I'm gonna get 2 of them. And then I'm just gonna have to wait and save Grimlock for last and hopefully win them in the auction on eBay for, if I'm lucky, 200 something. But Grimlock's gonna be the hardest one to get. I can't believe the Studio Series Grimlock is $300. Go, Sal. Golden Salza. Dude, once I wrap up Transformers Legacy and Endgame, I can go back to Dragon Ball Z for sure. Finish that story. Pogo Shroom Productions, awesome collection. Thank you. I have 2 questions. What is your favorite figure in your collection? And what has been the favorite animation that I made? I think my favorite figure in my collection. Oh man, I had an answer recently, but I think it's the. Oh, that's hard. Oh no, I'm looking out like the figures in my studio and trying to like pick one out, but oh man, it's gonna be hard. Oh no. You know what? I'm gonna keep it safe. G1 Optimus Prime, Masterpiece MP10 Optimus Prime. Yes, sir. Let's see. Favorite animation though. That's a hard one too. Oh man. Ah, I can only pick one. Like, I'm so proud of a lot of stop motions for different reasons. Like if you tell me, okay, what's your favorite stop motion that I made in terms of like the story, or in terms of how crazy the action was, or how smooth it was. Like I can separate it into categories. But if you're asking me overall, I can only pick one. You said favorite, right? It has to be a Halloween one. One of my Halloween specials. But which one? It might be between Marvel Zombies or Old Man Logan Part 1. I just really, really love the way the story came out in those 2 videos and the way it made the audience feel. Like all my friends, all the people who watched it and commented on YouTube felt 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 the intensity and the anxiety of those stories, those emotional stories. and they left their comments and they shared that with me. That equally for me, like when I rewatch it, it brings back goosebumps, and like I get like jittery and excited watching those videos. So Marvel Zombies or Old Man Logan Part 1. Because it's a Halloween special, right? So it's like supposed to be thrilling and scary and have your heart rate up on purpose. So I guess they're exciting to watch, right? But I also really love the stories of New Avengers versus the Hood. I love that video. I love that story. It was like a 20-minute video. I love the way that story came out together with like Doctor Strange. Who else was on the New Avengers? Wolverine, Luke Cage, I believe Spider-Man. I love the way the New Avengers came out. And shout out to X Factor. I love the way X Factor came out. I'm super proud of that video. And I just found Polaris so fascinating. I wanted to explore her relationship with her dad, Magneto. And I'm just super happy the way it came together. I'm waiting for Springer to go on discount. We continue the war on the Siege story. Yes, I will. Once I finish Legacy and Endgame, I'm going to go back to all that stuff. What's up, Red Phoenix? Hey, guys. Oh, yeah, Shredder. The Shredder video. That was a good one, too. When the Halloween special when Shredder killed all the turtles. I love that one, too. And again, brought a lot of emotions up, right? Very anxiety-inducing, very thrilling. I love making the Halloween videos. But, I mean, yeah, that's real quick. I wanted to show y'all some of the things I got from the Comic-Con, the Fan Expo one. So I did meet the actor for Ezra Bridger. So for those of you Star Wars fans, or Rebel fans, or watch the Ahsoka show, I met Ezra Bridger, and he gave me these 2 autographs. That was really cool. Definitely gonna get these framed. Bought some comic books. So I bought this Ahsoka comic book with the variant art. I bought this graded Secret Wars with the foil cover edition. And then, for those of y'all who saw my Fan Expo video, I met the voice actor for Optimus Prime and Megatron, Peter Cullen and Frank Welker. And they gave me their autographs. So I had taken this Transformers comic book. This is an old Transformers comic book from the 80s. It's issue 24 of that Transformers comic book from the 80s. It's still in great condition. And it has the autograph of the author who wrote this comic book. And then I got Peter Cullen to sign here in silver on top of Optimus Prime. And I got Frank Welker to sign here and give me his autograph on top of Megatron. So this is one of like my prized possessions now. I want to definitely get this graded just like this, so I can preserve it, right, and keep it as a valuable collectible, right? This is like the legends, the 2 who started it all on the comic book, on this 80s comic book. So that was really cool. Some of my favorite Spider-Man runs, recent runs. His most popular one currently is like Superior Spider-Man. He's well known for writing Superior Spider-Man. I did get Dan Slott to sign my Spider-Man #1 comic here. This is when Spider-Man Peter Parker returned. So this is when Superior Spider-Man was over. Peter Parker was able to regain control of his body and kick out Doc Ock, and Peter Parker was back. Amazing Spider-Man #1, Dan Slott autograph. And then another one of my prized possessions that I got from Chicago. Y'all might have seen this already. I did meet Anakin Skywalker, Hayden Christensen, and he signed my Star Wars comic book right here. my plan is to one day meet Obi-Wan, get his autograph, meet the Emperor and get his autograph, and just have all three of their autographs on the same comic book. Let's see. Oh, and last thing, I do have this Transformers comic book from Transformers the movie. So when the first Transformers movie came out, like the Michael Bay one, they released this comic book miniseries along with it. So I did get Peter Cullen to give me his autograph right here on top of Optimus. On this one too. All right, I'm gonna answer a couple more questions, and then I think I'm gonna call it a day for today. But hey, guys, thank you guys for tuning in, hanging out, having a conversation, just chatting. But somehow no box, no wheelie, and no backup, just Grim and his gun in great condition. That's awesome, dude. For a steal. Did I play the War for Cybertron video game? Yeah, Sal, I remember playing the demo. Back then, when that game was out, I did not have a PlayStation 3, so I couldn't buy it. But I remember playing the demo like at someone's house. Yeah, I loved that game. I wish I would have had a PlayStation 3 or an Xbox to play it. Do I read Spawn and Invincible? No, but I do watch Invincible, like the show, like the cartoon on Amazon. I love it. Let's see. Yeah. Thank you, Cameron. That was the roster from the new Avengers video I made. It had Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, Wolverine, Iron Fist, Spider-Woman, and Luke Cage. Oh, and Ronan was in the team. Yeah, that's right. X-Men fan. Do I have the new Bucky Cap figure? I don't, but I want it because it's a better update now. Red Phoenix, you used Mayflex Spider-Man versus Marvel Legends 60. I did. Oh man, how could I forget? I love that video. Holy cow. Dude, hold up. No, that might be my favorite video. I have to amend what I said before. My Spider-Man versus Sinister Six. It was like the perfect combination of action, smoothness, story, like it was, and overall just epicness. Yeah, Spider-Man versus Sinister Six might be my favorite stop motion that I made. Oh my god, I love that video. How can I forget? Jesus, it's kind of crazy to think, but I've made so many videos. I don't even know how many videos I have on my channel. I gotta check. So many stop motions. I mean, I've had this channel for like 12 plus years now, so it's a lot of videos, a lot of stop motion. Have you seen the last clip of Kevin Conroy as Batman? No, I haven't. Yeah, I know he passed away. Rest in peace, man. He's a legend. Introduce Mr. Negative. I don't have his figure. You know what? I have been thinking about Blade though. I've been thinking about introducing Blade, maybe in a Halloween special, Fanflick YouTube, yeah. Episode 37. Episode 37 of Legacy. It's gonna be titled Ryan Pax, and it's done. Like I finished filming it, and it's currently in the editing process with VFX. So expect episode 37 to drop late September, early October. Batman Part 2. Yeah, I love that Batman video. Oh my god, the Batman vs. the Riddler. One of my favorite games is playing Batman Arkham City. I love that game. So when I made that Batman video, I wanted to do it like that detective style of like how Batman was. You could see the crime scenes and use different gadgets. And I do have my ideas for Part 2, but again, I want to knock out Legacy. I want to finish Legacy and finish Endgame first. Those are my priorities. And then I'll continue making other stuff. Dragon Ball. Go back to finishing Batman, right? Power Rangers, Turtles. Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider's another perfect story for a Halloween special, Yo, Wolf Scout, man. Have I read any of the Skybound comics? I have not. The only comics I've read recently were was it IDW, The Lost Light? The Lost Light comic books were like the last Transformer comics that I read. Chris. So, yeah, we already have the script pretty much polished and cleaned up for episode 38. So episode 37, we wrote it a long time ago. It was written, I filmed it, it's being edited right now. It's VFX. The team and I got together and put together the script for episode 38. So episode 38 is done. Script-wise. But I am going to wait until episode 37 airs on my channel before writing episode 39. X-Men, what's your favorite Brotherhood of Evil Mutants? I mean, just like my favorite lineup would just be like, having Quicksilver, Blob, Sabretooth, Avalanche, Toad, Pyro. Like, I think that's like my safe go-to lineup. Yeah, the Halloween one, me too. I'm probably not going to get the 97 Wolverine. I want to get the new one, the Astonishing one, with the new joints. And I want to get the Wolverine figure from the Deadpool movie that's going to come out. But looking at the time, it looks like we clocked in 2 hours. So a cool 2-hour hang. Again, thank you guys. Thank you guys for joining in, for spending some time with me, chit-chatting about figures and stop motion. I'm super excited to be back making videos again. And yeah, I think we can expect weekend hangouts with Swag every weekend. I'm going to try to aim for Saturdays, though. So expect this next one to be Saturday morning, next Saturday morning. I prefer Saturdays. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. Please consider being a channel member. I just created and activated the Swagwave channel memberships. There are a bunch of levels with badges and a bunch of cool perks. And all my channel members will be producers on all my stop motions. You will be in the credits as producers before every video starts. So, and we're going to give out membership giveaways. So I will be giving out figures every month to all my channel members in the form of raffles. And a little bit helpful. I know the memberships they're not expensive. They're pretty affordable. Any little bit counts. I appreciate anyone who considers supporting. I appreciate you guys for coming and hanging out with me and chatting. It was good to chat with you guys again. And yeah, I'll see y'all next week, Saturday. So enjoy the rest of the weekend. I know it's like a 3-day weekend for a lot of people, right? So enjoy your Sunday. If you have Monday off, enjoy your Monday. And stay tuned for my next video. It is going to be my Transformers 1 Sentinel Prime short that I'm dropping. And I'll see you guys next Saturday, hopefully. Thank you guys for joining. Good to see you guys. Chris, Wolf, Prime, all Prince Productions. Thank you. Later, X-Men fan. Later, Red. Later, D. Thanks for joining. I'll see you guys, all right? Take care.